It is new comic book day. If you ever wonder why I whisper that, it's because I live in an apartment and it's like my daughter's bedtime. But I digress. We're back with another week of new comic book day. And of course, I don't get my new comic books on Wednesday, I get them on Thursday. So that shouldn't stop me from showing you guys what I got with the help of leagueofcomicgeeks.com. This is not a sponsor, that's just showing how awesome this website is. I used to use another one. I used to use I used to use another one, but then they started charging to just use it when it used to be free. But League of Comic Geeks, it's free to just use it. And then you just pay for extra stuff. The other one, you had to pay to use it and to do extra stuff. It's weird. But anyway, let's get right into it. First up on my pull list, we have Green Lantern issue 11. We have Joe on the run after her fierce battle with the yellow guy. I don't remember his name, but it was a good previous issue, so this is following up on that. Continuing on, as y'all know, I'm biased when it comes to Green Lantern, so of course I'm going to call this fire. Next up, we have Absolute Superman issue 16. Again, as y'all know, I've said it before, I do not read Superman, but this right here, when I read the synopsis of issue 1, I said, this is different. I have to check it out. I'm at least give issue 1 a go. And I've been reading it ever since. Next up, we have Batman Static Beyond issue 3. Two of the greatest heroes in comics. Batman Beyond, and we have Static Shock. Static Shock is, at this point, a legend in the game, and he's kind of a mentorish to Batman, to the new Batman Beyond. Terry McGinnis, that's his name. I didn't want to say his real name because I couldn't remember. I knew it was Terry, but I couldn't remember his last name. He's a mentor to Terry. Terry is, he's still that guy that's kind of like, I know what I'm doing. I don't need you to tell me anything. But then when he gets caught up in mishaps and he's like, I really don't know what I'm doing. Instead, it kind of has that attitude of, I told you, you need to listen, and everything will be good. So this is kind of recreating the whole Bang Baby thing with the, I think they're calling, if I remember correctly, they're calling it Q Juice. Actually, I can click on it right here, and then I can get that right there. The Q Grid, but I think they're calling it Q Juice or whatever that's running it, and everything is going good on Static's part, but on the back end, you find out that this stuff is actually like harming people, and Static doesn't see it. But then you got Terry just trying to do his best to, you know, play both sides. Like, hey, I'm trying to save people from this stuff, but at the same time, I kind of want it online so that it can help people. I see the benefits on the front end, but then I see the harmful effects on the back end. So we got a villain. Not going to spoil it. I just showed you so you can pause and read that. But next up, we have JSA issue 16. Again, one of those titles where I really don't read team comics. So JSA, X-Men, Avengers. I don't read things like that. But it was something about JSA. Something about JSA that really sparked my interest. So I picked it up and I'm making it to issue 16. Uh, Usually I read last issues to see where I'm at because sometimes I do forget. As our heroes converge on Starco and Gotham City, the villain pulling on the strings is finally revealed. So this is one of those things where I will sometimes have to read the last issue uh, and figure out what's going on. Because I can't remember off my head. I know the story is good, but I can't remember off my head what's going on. So I'll always keep the last issues on hand just to make sure that, when I'm reading into the next issue, it sparks memories. I know what's going on. Salmon Twitch. Case Files issue 21. As y'all know, again, I'm biased to the Spawn universe. As you see the next two titles after that, of going to be biased against. But what I like about Sam and Twitch is we're stepping away from the whole Spawn, from the Scorch. We're stepping away from the point of view of the heroes, which Sam and Twitch are heroes, but from the superpowered heroes, and we're in the POV of humans. So Sam and Twitch are trying to figure out what's going on with the supernatural, but they're humans, and they're trying their hardest not to call on Spawn for help. At one point they did, I think 2 points they did. Once he helped, the second time he was just like, I really don't care, figure it out. But it's been a good read. Twitch just got, you know, cleared of what he had going on. Now it's Sam's turn to be caught up in some stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. Next up, we have the Scorch 48. If I remember the last issue, uh, the not the main villain, but we have the Plague. He's trying to find a new host, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Spawn, it kind of bounces back and forth. At Scorch and Spawn, it's just different POVs. But Spawn, he's just trying to get rid of like the the army of heaven and the army of hell. He's trying to bring peace back to earth. And of course, they won't let this man have peace. Next up, we have Ultimate Endgame Issue 2. Issue 1 was good. We find out a lot of things. I'm going to try to keep this spoiler free, so if I'm vague, I'm sorry. But issue 2 is going to follow issue 1. We make it inside the home of the maker, and that's all I'm going to say. And issue 2 picks up on that. Now we have Ultimate Wolverine issue 14, which has been, I'm not going to say a great read, but it's been a good read. Wolverine is definitely like one of my favorite characters, and I've actually read a lot of Wolverine than I think. But Ultimate Wolverine, we're now stepping into the Ultimate Endgame, and it's good. We have Jean Grey, as you see her in the background of that picture, and she's not really doing her thing yet, but she's up, she's about, and they're trying to save some mutant kids. Wolverine issue 15. He is being chased by Alpha Flight. So that's going to be his next battle. Uh, as he's left, if I remember correctly, he just finished the battle. There might have been some stuff after that, but the last one I remember, and this is why I keep previous issues next to me. But I know he finished all that stuff with his mom and stuff like that. So, and I know something happened after that. I just cannot remember. But if I'm on issue 15, it's good. I'm not really the one to drop titles, but if I know I'm going to drop a title, I'll say it. But that being said, that is my new comic book day pull list for February 4th. Again, I won't be able to pick it up until Thursday, but if I pick up some extra odds and ends when I'm at my LCS, I'll be sure to make a post about that. But with that being said, Super Heavy Sam, I'm out.